I want to be the most impactful voice in youth baseball, but I don't really care too much if my name's remembered. You could be 5'6", you could be 6'6", and you can dominate. There's a lot of, I think, sentimental value in baseball. I love the smell of the grass. I love playing catch. I love the smell of leather. A lot of smells, a lot of good smells in baseball. I love when you square up a ball, finally, after a stretch of not squaring up the ball. Yeah, I love everything about baseball. Baseball, you have to be patient, and baseball, you don't have to be, baseball doesn't reward any one body type, which I think is really cool. You could be 5'6", you could be 6'6", and you can dominate either way. And when I was growing up, I was like a lot shorter than all the kids around me. I ended up sprouting up and got to 6 feet. But I remember specifically praying like often. I was like, God, if I could just get to like 5'7", like around, like a little taller than my dad, then I could have a shot at playing pro baseball. That's something I love about baseball. I had like a dream of being able to play at the highest levels, just because I knew didn't really matter if I was the biggest, I still would have a chance, and that's the beauty of baseball. Yeah, that's one of the many reasons that I love it and why it's so special. I think also how much of a team sport it is. Baseball, no one player is going to cause any team to win a championship. There is not. It's not like a basketball where you have a LeBron James, you have a Michael Jordan, you can build a team around and you know, dominate for centuries. Like the Dodgers winning a couple series in a row is something we haven't seen since in 20 years. To not have repeat championships like that is crazy. I think baseball is so balanced. There are so many reasons why baseball, I think, is the most special sport, at least to me. Yeah, at 27 years old, for me to still be able to take the field and go play a kid's game with all my teammates is a dream come true. I hope that at this age I would still be able to play, and I know very, very few people my age get to play a kid's game as their job. So I don't take it lightly. Every time I take the field, I make it a point to give thanks and realize that it is a very special, unique privilege that I have, and I don't take it lightly. Baseball is fun because of the relationships with your teammates. Baseball is fun because it teaches you about life. Baseball is fun because the process of training is just as enjoyable as the game itself. When you get up early in the morning, you go work out, when you go take batting practice with your parents, even when you're picking up baseballs and basketball, shooting them into buckets, there's endless opportunity for gamifying the sport of baseball, from training to practice to game. Yeah, when I take the field now, I often get little glimpses of playing growing up. Maybe it's a play that reminded me of a play that happened when I was 10 years old. Maybe it's literally just the smell of the field that reminds me of playing growing up, the snack bar hot dog. There are so many memories that still get reignited every time that I play this year at 27 years old. That remind me of all the times growing up. There's a lot of, I think, sentimental value in baseball for me, and yeah, so many different things take me back. Yeah, knowing that there's kids that look up to me is weird, because I you know, you growing up, you picture these characters as larger than life, these people that you play on video games, these people that you see on TV, and I remember meeting Torrey Hunter when I was like, I was probably 9 years old. I went to an Angel game, and Torrey Hunter's playing for the Angels, and I met him, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. And it was just like a 2-second interaction, and I'll never forget it. And so to know that when I'm at, you know, the same stadiums playing, and there's kids that want my autograph and remember a 2-second moment with me, is really special, and I think it gives me a sense of responsibility. I want to steward my platform well, and be an encouragement to kids, and if I can be a role model that encourages a kid to be their best with what they've been given, then I think I'm doing my job. Oh, it's the best. hitting a home run is the best feeling in sports. I haven't played too many other sports, so I can't actually confirm that, but oh my gosh, hitting a home run is the best. Dude, rounding the bases, it's so satisfying because hitting a baseball is so hard, and when you finally square it up and you see the ball leaving the yard and you know there's nothing anyone in the stadium can do to prevent it, it's going out no matter what, that is the best feeling. It is all the hard work, all the reps, the thousands of swings in one moment. You get to just enjoy it for however long it takes you to get around the bases. And then you got to forget about it because you got to go hit again next at bat. And if you think about it too much, you're probably going to strike out the next one. So yeah, but that moment, that window of time when the ball leaves your bat to you touching home plate, it's got to be the best thing in sports. What does it sound like when you hit a home run? For me, it's nothing. I don't hear anything. I'll never forget the first home run I ever hit in a major league stadium. I made contact. I didn't hear anything. There was music playing. There was so much noise going on everywhere. It's a huge stadium. 45,000 people watching, made contact, and I heard nothing. I heard nothing at all. I don't think I heard anything until I got back to home plate. It's almost like you black out. I still remember vividly, it was like slow motion getting to watch the ball go out and me repeating to myself, there's no way. But yeah, I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything when I'm at bat either. Like before I make contact with the ball, when I'm watching, like all my focus is on the baseball. I don't hear anything when I'm hitting. Yeah, the flip catch. I tried it for the first time actually at Minute Maid Park. We were playing our first, it was called Minute Maid Park at the time, now it's changed, but we were in Houston, and one of my teammates, DR Meadows, has done backflip catches for a while, and so I can do backflips. I was like, doing that while catching a ball sounds crazy, but in practice I had tried it a few times, and then the first time I tried it in like a scrimmage game, we were playing, at Minute Maid Park, and it wasn't an official game with people in the stands or nothing, but I sent it for the first time there, and I caught it, and I was like, ooh, okay, I think I got something here, and throughout the rest of that season in 2024, I started doing it more and more, and now it's kind of became like a signature thing for me. I've tried to experiment with the landing a little bit, try to make a superhero landing. It's a lot of fun. It takes, like, growing up, you never, at least me, I never wanted to play the outfield growing up. It's like, if you're a kid, you're like, I want to play shortstop, I want to pitch, I want to catch, Outfield is something where it's like, I guess I'll play the outfield, But now that I'm older, I'm like, man, outfield's where I want to be. Like, outfield is so much fun, and getting to experiment now with new ways to keep it interesting out there. Outfield is where I want to be. Yeah, figuring out the backflip catch is really just trial and error. It's like that's the thing too. You don't have much margin for error. Like you gotta land the flip. So when I was first trying it, I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to just flip and not worry about catching the ball, but I'm gonna try to just like flip on time, and let the ball go right by me. Hopefully I could just flip on time, and I did that for a couple, and finally after like 4 or 5 flips, I noticed, I'm like, well, as I'm jumping back, I can see the ball the whole way. It's like, what the heck? I'll just try to flip and catch it while flipping and hope for the best. And I caught it. I think my first try maybe bounced off my glove, but the first day that I tried the backflip catch, I was able to get it. So yeah, I don't recommend any of you try it, but there's really no method to it, man. You just gotta send it. Yeah, being an athlete with a signature move, I never thought that would be a thing. I think something I had maybe hoped for growing up was that I'd be like a big league player with like maybe a batting stance that was super recognizable. I could tell you when I was growing up, any player in the entire league's batting stance, and I could recreate it. In baseball, there's not too many ways that you can have like your own signature thing other than maybe your batting stance or a windup if you're a pitcher. As an outfielder, certainly there's really no, in traditional baseball, there's no like signature moves that you typically can have. So yeah, thought didn't even cross my mind growing up. But yeah, now that I have one, it's kind of fun. Yeah, well, brands, any brand that I work with, they have to be on the same page about baseball as me. And this is the sense, like we have to celebrate the fun of baseball and encourage the next generation to play. I think that's the main thing. There is a lot of, I think, toxic culture in youth baseball that sometimes doesn't prioritize the right things. And when we can create a fun and safe environment for kids to enjoy the game and also learn about life, then if brands are also pushing in that direction, then I think they align with my mission. And I've said it before, but my goal is to be the most impactful voice in youth sports. And I think that aligning with brands that are on that same mission, I think it's better for everybody. Yeah, PlayCrate might have been the first brand that I ever worked with. I started creating content in 2022 and I was just figuring it out, but my goal at the time was the same as it is now. It's like, I wanna make content that inspire kids to learn about baseball and to have fun with it. And so that's what it started as. I was making coaching videos and you know, Josh from PlayCrate reaches out and he's like, hey man, I love what you're doing. Like, we should do something. And I was like, okay, cool, sounds good. Like, so he sent me some plate crates and I got to unbox it and try out some training tools and made some videos with it. And so our relationship started very early, like in my content creation journey. And now, like, looking back, man, so much has changed. But yeah, I think PlayCrate was the first brand that I really worked with on social media. PlayCrate is making baseball fun. It's giving kids something to look forward to. When you open up a PlayCrate and see a bunch of baseball training tools, what does it make you want to do? It makes you want to go play with them. Even myself, I still experience that as a 27-year-old grown man. I'm like, ooh, what is this new training tool? I got to go test it out, like in the batting cage. Yeah, even as a 27-year-old, I see the PlayCrate on my front porch. I'm like, all right, let's see what training tools we got to test out. I even sometimes with my teammates, we'll test out little various things that we get inside of a PlayCrate. So for a kid to be able to open something up, it's almost like Christmas morning every month. So yeah, PlayCrate is so much fun. It's making the game fun. And for a lot of these kids, it gives them an incentive to get outside and to go play. Yeah, my advice for parents who take the game too seriously would be to just have fun with your kids. This is a limited window that you have to enjoy a sport with your kids. And some of my fondest memories growing up were my dad getting off work at his auto repair shop and meeting me at Reed Park Little League in Riverside, California, and him throwing me batting practice, and we'd be there for hours. That was some of the best bonding time that I had with my dad, where we didn't have to say a word. He was just throwing me batting practice, I'd hit the balls, and we'd go pick them up. So you have such a unique opportunity to bond with your kids over training for something that they love. So don't miss that opportunity. Don't get caught up in making sure they're the best 11 or 12U player in the country, ranked number 56, and don't worry about all that. Enjoy it and realize that your relationship with your kids is so much more important. Yeah, before you open a box, it could be anything. It's the same, it's like Christmas morning, like the anticipation is almost better than the thing itself. You know, you see all the presents there and you're like, gosh, what could be in there? When you see a PlayCrate on your doorstep and you don't know what's in it yet, that is just as much fun as opening it itself, the anticipation of it. So yeah, having something fun like that to look forward to also. Ooh, I wonder what it's gonna be next month. Yeah, it is a lot of fun for kids and adults alike. In 20 years, I'm gonna be honest, I wanna be the most impactful voice in youth baseball, but I don't really care too much if my name is remembered 20 years from now. I think more than anything, I want kids to enjoy the game. I want to, in the meantime, I want to inspire kids to play the game free from the fear of failure. I want them to realize that their identity is beyond how they perform on the field. That was something that I think I struggled with, and I think so many kids struggle with as well. Worrying so much about what other people think about you when you play, instead of just playing for the love of the game. And as I've gotten older, I've realized that it is so much more enjoyable to play the game of baseball when you're not worried about how you compare against your teammates, how you compare against the rankings and all around the world. Like, when you can play the game to enjoy it and have a heart of gratitude every time you step on the field. That is what I hope to encourage kids to have. So 20 years from now, I hope that I've made that impact on the game. I hope that I've made that impact on youth sports as well. And in the meantime, I'm going to continue preaching the same message and hopefully inspiring some kids along the way. Just play. I think take the brain out of it. When you step on the field and you step into the box, one of the best things I ever did for my game when I was hitting was thinking do damage. When I think do damage, I'm not thinking about my technique. I'm not worried about what that guy over there is saying. I'm not worried about what the crowd over there is doing. When I think just play, and I think stepping into the box and letting your instincts take over, like competing at its heart. And I think that's one of the best ways that mentally you can play the game of baseball, not getting caught up in the details. The more that you can just play and just go compete, the more fun you're gonna have, and a lot of times the better you're gonna play. My hope is that someone opens a plate crate and is inspired to go outside and play and work on their craft and enjoy it, and maybe get some quality time with their parents, maybe get some quality time with their friends in the process. That is the hope. Just play.